Three things that change with season: vegetables, flowers, and the PTE exam.
बात तो सही है दौड़ना तो पड़ता है
Jokes apart, the good news is that I bring to you 3 solid ways to get 9 out of 9 in summarized written text in the new format of the exam, which is tried and tested. Actual exam footage and scores will be shared in this video along with the demonstration of the strategies and the templates. So like and subscribe and let's watch it right till the end. Hey everyone, this is Anurag here from Edutrainex PT. I hope you all are doing great. So recently we also shared you some updates and the templates of the summarized spoken text, and this video is dedicated to give you multiple techniques to solve the summarized written text of the writing section. And after watching this video, the summarized written text will be less headache for you. So soon we'll be sharing the details of the other questions as well in the following videos. But in this one, we are going to crack down on the summarized written text. Make sure that you get 9 out of 9, and we'll be doing actual demonstration of the exam questions in this video. So if you do want to get access to the exam questions, there are 2 types of memberships that we offer on YouTube. Priority will give you all the prediction questions, latest exam questions for the PT exam, both core and academic. And Priority will give you much more: vocabulary list, the spelling list, the grammar ebooks, the templates, and exclusive access to the videos as well. And before we progress to the summarized written text, if you are really struggling with the exam, do WhatsApp or Telegram us. We also conduct live classes with app access, portal access, all the benefits included with the live classes. So let's start looking into summarized written text. First thing is that we will look into the mark distribution. What has changed in the exam? Basically, this was the scoring criteria earlier, and now what has increased? Earlier, the content was only 2 points. Now it has been increased to 4 points. So earlier it was 7 points that you could have gotten for reading as well as for your writing scores. These are the 2 areas that this question contributes to. And earlier I made a video on the reading module. You must have seen just by doing this question how much score can be boosted for your reading. So length of the sentence, and this is only specific to academic and UKVI, the core exam has not changed. So form, which is the length between 5 and 75 words. Grammar, you need to make sure you are not making any grammar mistakes, and the way the techniques that we will share with you, you will make sure that there is no grammar mistakes. And vocabulary as well, whatever words you are using from the passage. Spelling is not marked here because you are directly seeing all the text in front of you and you are just typing it. So just make sure you are not making any spelling mistakes. If you are making spelling mistakes, points for content and vocabulary could be impacted. So because the AI will not be able to understand what you have written, that's why spellings can still affect this particular task. Right, now before we go forward, look at the demonstration of the test, various tests that I attempted on the real official mock test. And you can see we were able to get perfect scores. And the same strategies, I will also show you the live footage of the actual test when I took it. And then you will be able to see that I used the same thing that I'm going to share with you now. And that has fetched me a good 90 score in writing module. Method number 1. What do we do? Now I don't want to put another burden on you by giving you a template. So the simple thing what we do for the summarized written text is, because the content points have been increased, so you need to make sure that you are writing enough. Although the word count is not very important if you are writing somewhere 30-40 words, but that has to be your own. We will come to that. If you are using this particular technique, which is first sentence from the first paragraph or anywhere, then you put a conjunction and then write the second sentence, and then you put a put and third sentence. Now there are multiple ways as well. I'm going to show you further. What you need to follow and what you need to make sure in this approach is that you have to be careful about proper nouns. Proper nouns, they don't decapitalize. Wherever they are used, they will always be in capital letters, the first letter capital. And whenever you begin the sentence, make sure the first letter is always capital and you always end it with a full stop. Only one sentence is required, and that too a complex sentence. And this structure will allow you to write down a complex structure. Sometimes you also see sentences that already start with and but. What do you do in that case? You do not put a second but, because the sentences already have and or but, so use them as it is. You don't need to put an extra and. These are the things that you need to be a little careful about. And then now I will show you a demonstration and also a footage of the exam. So this was an exam question, and again, if you are wondering how to get the exam question, you can get access to it by taking our YouTube memberships, Priority or VIP, whichever you feel more convenient. So now what I'm going to do, we already know the template, and I'm going to, in the exam, you will not be able to copy paste. In this case, I am doing a copy and pasting it here, but what you need to do in the exam is actually type the sentences. So I wrote the first sentence, put a comma, and then I put a conjunction, and then I will copy the second sentence, which is really big. So please be careful about the word count. You don't exceed 75 word count. You put it here and see if this is a proper noun. It is not. So I decapitalize it, and I still need a third sentence. So in order to fit this in the page, I will decrease the font size. And what I do is put a but here. This is where I told you to be careful about. The third paragraph, first sentence is already beginning with a but. So I don't need to add another but. And again, we have to write it in small letters, not in capital letters, and don't forget the full stop right in the end. Okay, you get 10 minutes for this question, and this is exactly what you need to do. You have to take the word count close to the maximum because content is given more points now, and we have tried it in the exam as well. I'll show you the word count first. In this case, I was lucky, exactly 75 word count, and then you can also use similar. But in the exam, if you exceed the word count will already be seen over there in the exam. So you can pick up the sentences which are smaller. So you don't necessarily need to pick up the first sentence of every paragraph because there are 4, and you can pick something from here or something from here, but just pick something and make sure that the word count is close to 70 but below 75, right? Above 60, 65 definitely. Now you can see the exam footage of how I did the exam, and you can see this is exactly what I wrote there. Okay, so I have prepared my response in a notepad. So I have to keep it below 75 words. Now some sentences were longer. I picked up one from here, and one from here, and just put and but as connectors there. So yeah, but there were many disadvantages. Some words I had to reduce because it was going above 75 word count. So some parts which were not very important, if you see here, half a lifetime ago, I made a lifetime choice to exchange, and that meant I was familiar with. I removed minor before this, minor disadvantages, and then I removed one phrase from here, blocked by snow, easily blocked by snow. So some words here and there I had to remove because I need to keep the word count below 74, but it will start with a capital letter and it will end with a full stop. Okay, so time to look at the second technique. What is the second technique and when do we use such techniques is just the old one actually. And this still works. How does it still work is we are just combining two sentences with but in between and a comma, of course. So sometimes, as I showed to you in the previous case, the sentences can be longer, really long. In that case, only 2 sentences is possible. And if you are picking the longer sentence, you can also use this technique. It does not matter that you have to put 2 clauses to make it a complex sentence. The main criteria of complex sentence is one main clause and one subordinate clause. There can be multiple subordinate clauses like in the previous template what I showed you. But even this is a complex sentence, so we are satisfying the criteria what the exam has specified for you. Again, same considerations. Be careful of the proper nouns. Start with a capital letter, end with a full stop, and be careful about this type of sentences. If you already see a but or and starting with another sentence, you don't put an extra but there. Okay, so in this case, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick some bigger sentences and I will paste it here, comma, and you can put this sentence as well. This is very big, and I will paste the third sentence here. I will make it fit in the screen, and don't forget the full stop and decapitalization of the starting words unless that is a proper noun. So this sentence as well is very close to 75 words, and that is also a good enough answer to get you 9 out of 9 in the summarized written text. So don't stress out on this question. this still remains an easy approach to solve. And the third and the last technique is, of course, you write your own. Okay, we have a specific template as well for summarize written text, but I think remembering another template will be difficult for you. So just resort to the first two types of methods that I showed to you. And if you are confident in writing, we do have students who prefer to write their own. So all you need to do is write complex sentences. You can start with although, put a comma, main clause, which is a phrase 1, subordinate clause, which is the phrase 2. And of course, you can put comma and add more clauses as well. So people who are confident in writing, they do that. Another way of starting a complex sentence is not only this, write a phrase, but also this. So there has to be a comma here, and you can use words like while, and then put a sentence. I will demonstrate you this technique as well, but you can use similar techniques while this and then that. But same consideration have to be made. Writing enough words, careful of proper nouns, and with full stop and start with a capital letter. So let's do another exam question. Now this also appeared to me in the exam when I took the official mock test. So this is a passage about some London, San Francisco, coffee houses, exchanges, financial, whatever. We don't need to understand it. But in the first two methods, you don't need to understand. But if you're writing on your own, then definitely you need to understand little bits and pieces. And I'll show you how we did this question. So as you can see, I have copied some phrases as well. So not only, and then I took some content out of the sentences that we see here. So over here, Big Bang happened in 1996. So over here, I included this part. When bowler hats, so I copied this part again, continued till there, and then but also I included another phrase as well, and but also I completed one clause and then another subordinate clause to increase the word count. So these are the three ways. Every single way that I shared to you has been proven in the exam and will fetch you 9 out of 9 in the summarized written text. That is for sure. Now it's up to you what method you choose. Whichever you find easier, you can choose that. Of course, the method 1 and method 2 are pretty easy, so you can resort to that. Just coming back to the same text, as you can see, to increase the word count, I included another clauses here so that the word count increases and it gets close to 70, 75. Pretty much that much I need to write because, as I said before, content marks have been increased. So that's why we are putting a little bit more content than what we used to. So I hope that pretty much clarifies everything for you related to summarized written text. Now, if you are taking the exam soon or even after a gap, you will be confident enough to at least get this question out of your way without any stress or without any headaches. And if you do require paid PT coaching with app access, portal access, resources, everything, do Telegram or WhatsApp us. We have trained hundreds and thousands of students. We will be able to train you and get you to your desired scores. And in the meantime, if you have not watched the video that we published recently related to summarize spoken text and the template, what works in the exam with actual footage, please go and watch it. Keep watching Edutrainex and I'll soon be back with another super informative video on PT topics. See you soon.